Blind. He takes the bottom man, or let's take Duff. I was gonna say he takes the bottom man, he takes them all, but he manages 2 out of the 3.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Considering his situation, those missed first few bullets, I think he'll be happy with 2. 2 players remaining now for North, Cajun B and Majors. They have managed to pick up an M4. It's in the hands of Cajun, but no armor for him. Only 1 flashbang between the 2 of them. Majors boy waits in the boiler room, and presumably that's going to be it for them. I'm not really sure how they even think about getting this bomb down. It's a 2-on-2 wherever they go. And knocking those grenades is going to be a real tall order to make any sort of dent into this round.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice to do it again. The pistol wins the duel. Apex is still close enough by. Bomb on the deck for a minute longer, and another round that's going to go G2's way. Surely, Body's on 1 HP. Doesn't need to get involved. Apex will do it all himself. He's confident. See our little 3D VR cam there in the crowd.
Yes, that is an option.
It is, actually. Live right now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty cool little contraption. Want to call it that?
I would be on there, but unfortunately I have to talk about the game at the same time. Wouldn't really work.
It's true. I want to be in VR casting.
That's the next level. We'll see if we can hook that up. Anyway, round number 6 is going to be 5-0 for G2. 5 AKs now for North, like I said, not really requiring the AWP as of yet. Kenny S, though, he is very aggressive on this map. Likes to go with the first pick time and time again. This time towards the apartments. So he will change his position up almost every single round towards middle apartments and sometimes B. When they get the double AWP set up, Shoxy AWPs that area. But here we go, MBK baiting them out a little bit here. If he stays alive, Kenny S might be gifted a kill. He's falling back. To smoke in the apartments and might just focus now towards quad.
Easy, good play.
What?
Somehow, Kenny bests him behind the barrel. And it's Apex that's going to do enough other damage, significant damage, to give them another lead in the round as Body tries to swing in, but he gets a little over-aggressive this time, and Config's opened up a backdoor opportunity to Banana, or has he? Because Shox has also pushed down. Shadow given away, but good mechanics from Config to jump into the pit. Very fast strafe jump. Yeah, that was incredibly good air accelerations. Now it's just Kenny remaining. They might actually try and beat him. They're not going to go to B. They expect him to get through CT faster, especially with Shox going down when they were in reversal.
Well, Kenny S baited out for now. He seems to suspect it could be an ace out of the attack, though, falling back through the arch. Amazing the clutches. This bomb, so though, very difficult to actually get back into. It'd take a blunder from North. They know he's the AWPer. They don't have to phase. Wait for him to touch the bomb. They go together. They can just hide in very tight situations. This is perfect so far from North. Not giving anything away. They can get right in there before they even have to show.
Made to pit. Just able to dodge it. It's 27. If it landed directly on top, it would have been enough. But he's certainly astute to the fact that he has to stay alive. Getting to the awareness that Kenny's inside of the site as well. Looks toward the pit. Misses the shot, and Config capitalizes. North are on the board.
Just about. Shoxy there, we thought he had it locked down, holding the bottom of Banana. His teammate Body had already been taken down, and Config with the knife out somehow strafes jump towards the underpass and survives. His teammate able to pick up the kill at that point, and just about managed to find their first round here on the T side of Inferno. Here we go though, Matt. The double AWP setup for G2. The team that really made this appear to be a possibility. Like, no one really thought the AWP would be that powerful, especially a double AWP setup in Inferno, but they showed us how good it can be, especially in the start of group stage. See if it works out for them this time. Shoxy's a normal player playing towards the B site, holding the lines, getting the shots, and sometimes left there by himself. And Kenny S now has a bit more freedom to go faster and more aggressive, try and find those first picks. Cajun B, the AWP on the other side as well. He's holding T steps, waiting for that very same exchange to begin, but for now, he's holding back.
SL's going to wait to see if there'll be a push down middle. No one's electing to go that route just yet. 2 players staying alive in what is clearly, given the first round for North, a 5-round reset. Means G2 know exactly the situation rather than go aggressive. Give much of their own economy up because they've also been whittled down. They're going to sit back and try and just break them apart when they walk in with crossfires. One that works out as Kenny goes down is that MBK's able to trade, but he himself is found by MSL, so they have to pull a Body and Apex rotation from Library, and Apex is in the right spot. He's low on ammo, but look at Body save him. Keeps him alive, and it's just Config. This is about to be a disaster for North.
Yeah, this is a harsh reset. No bomb going down as well. Great work by Apex there. We have got Config coming out the boiler room. 30 seconds remaining. Bomb down on the site. Doesn't really have much to work with here, but if ever there was a player to step up, you'd want it to be Config. 20 seconds now. Bomb on the side, gives his position away. Can't find the kill. Body takes him down. 6-1. Reset comes in. No real money available for North. They've got a couple of players in about the 4K mark, but this would certainly be a force at this point. Managed to pick up the double orb setup once again. It's G2. Current scoreline now 6-1. It looks like they will indeed force into this round. And this was the turning point. It was Apex who found a little bit of wiggle room there. Backed up as well. He should have died at that point, but his teammate Body bails him out. And they keep, I think it was 3 players alive in total. It was indeed. So double orb setup back out. 1 AK now for AZ. A UMP for Magus, and then 3 Tech-9s for the remaining players. They have gone all in on this one.
Lobbed off to connection, top of Banana, flash counters off Salad. He's lucky no one's at the sandbags, because if he was completely blinded trying to check it in that regard, he would have been taken down quite quickly. Oh, Shocks. Oh, Shocks saw it, went for it, missed it, and then got some company that he wasn't expecting.
Well then.
The in-laws at the door.
It's one of the orbs down. Don't think it's been recovered as of yet. It's going to be on the CP side, but Magus Boy finds a kill towards the boiler room as well. 5-on-3 on this force buy. So a lot of work to do here, but this is a great start from North. They've got Banana control and push the CDs back in middle as well. It's only Kenny S on the A side of the map. 50 seconds now. What's the final play? They have a plethora of flashbangs available to them. 2 smokes as well.
M4 from Magisk. AK of AZ. Mine all 3 of those pistols. It's dead even right now. There's a massive chance North can overwhelm, especially with just Kenny inside of the pit position. His AWP is quick, but I don't know if it's that quick when you've got 3 pistols running you down. Flashes as well. He's got no chance to get an upper hand, an early shot. They're already on top of him. Manages it still. Kenny always does, but there it is. Overwhelmed. Too many targets to fire at, and he'll go down immediately. And this could be the round, exactly that. Their money, we mentioned it was whittled down as well, so they're not in a good position.
Yeah, after losing 1 round, it's going to show you how close some of these rounds have been. Saving 2 weapons here. Presumably, they managed to recover one of the AWPs. Not yet. Body's by it, I think. He's towards the B side of the map. We're going to have a look whether he can actually recover that. Yeah, he certainly can. The orb's still available, but North with the force by that round. 1 AK, a UMP, 3 Tech-9s. Finding that first pick of Shoxy, who spotted the sliver of a body there at the outside of B. Didn't necessarily have to go for that pick. He went for it, taken down by the Tech-9s. And as he then strikes from the balcony position, a 5-on-3. And like he said, Kenny S had a huge order in front of him in that previous one. Had to actually take down 2 or 3 players that had a chance winning the round. Apex does a good job to find a couple of kills, but
still worth it with the economy the way it is.
Sure. Gives him an extra $600, right? So that certainly helps, saves the weapon and gets some extra money. So in terms of the situation going to round number 9, I would have taken a pause here if I'm G2. Got an AK saved and an M4. They're starting to distribute the wealth right now. No orb this time, certainly no double orb. And Shoxy down to the UMP. AK for Body, who's been phenomenal so far in this grand final. Last Banana control coming in from the terrorist side once again. Smoke's down. Pushing through this smoke eventually. We'll see if that comes into fruition. And 1 player holding the apartments. That's Magus Boy. Looking confident to find his first pick.
Oh, that position. You were right, Magus was comfortable. As MBK could not find the angle. That pulls Shocks off of B. It's Body alone. They mentioned this as well. If you were going to have a rock on G2, it's Body that you would leave in his sight to be the efficient player. And it does remind me of Crimson in his prime. It's weird that we look back upon that Fnatic lineup so far away now. Don't forget, they nearly made it through with a tiebreak situation in the groups. They almost made it into the quarterfinals. G2, Body, aggressive this time, doesn't stay, but he's got the rotations back around. That's why he wants to go. He wants to get the information, so managing 1 kill. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it does still limit the defense as they can't afford another pick against them without the next kill going their way.
Well, Shoxy now trying to recover the situation. Left alone towards the B side of the map. Comes down to Kenny S and Apex to defend the A side. Probe is going to be Kenny S in the pip. Apex in the bomb side. Good job by Kenny S so far. Look for the double frag. They managed to get it as well. This is looking very good now for G2. Just after config, 2 versus 1. And he's nailing it. Oh my God, that shot was incredible. Molotov deployed after Shoxy now. No kip. SMG in hand.
Fast over the box. The crossfire was set. It's an SMG though, and it's behind him. He doesn't know it. Shots will find number 7 for G2.
Big rounds. Manages to recover the AWP as well. That force by distributing any wealth they had around the team. Kenny S, not known to be a rifler, certainly proficient with it, finds 2 kills a quad, allowing Shoxy a chance there in the 1v1 situation. Config didn't expect to be coming that quick, walking around the corner, takes him down with the UMP. And I think at this point it's going to be 4 spies back-to-back. North now with AKs, UMPs, and Tech 9s. Here's the replay. Config doing a very good job to make this a possibility. That was a great kill. What a shot that was. Not quite enough to find the round victory though, but he does keep G2 modest. Every round that comes down to a 1v1, means the bank accounts of G2 can't swell. Still early days here in the first half.
Molotov's fore and back, locks MSL in position. There's nowhere for him to go. Segregated from his teammates and stuck between. Thankfully, they didn't overlap, so he actually could find a gap that he survived in, but it would have been toasties. Down to 30 HP as well with the nades. One way to get presence in Banana early. Oh, I was wondering if he would. Seven, 2, force in. Bomb plant required at the very, very, very least for North. Passive hold as well toward A. With the smoke on the arch side, Apex is back toward Library. Kenny's getting a little more aggressive though. Apex flashes in on the right side. Kenny peeks from the left, takes down Cajun. It's good timing between the two of them, and just like that, they'll back off.
Yeah.
AZ grabs some utility, and then they'll regroup and try and go again. Bomb still sits at the corner. And as they pick it up, yeah, they are going to go back to B. That's probably the right call, given that Kenny's AWP is on that side of the map.
Well, North coming in towards the B side now. Not really much to work with. They've got the smokes here, but Tech 9s and UMP to find these entries. Comes down to Config and Body. He's almost guaranteed to get a kill here. Great position for this sort of attack. So there it is. First one coming in, and the second as well. Should be the round done as Body gets the hat trick. Just Config remaining now.
Body is very, very, very good. I know you've been a fan of him throughout. He's certainly living up to it in the final.
Ever since I saw him join, I just think he's so fundamentally sound. Not like I've always said, not the flashes of players, not known for crazy aim and clutches all over the place, but holding bomb sites by himself, such a solid anchor. Always gets 1 or 2 kills as required from the sort of role he's playing. Great positioning. Like I said, this is just perfect. They're not going to check this. Wasn't really enough time. They had to focus on the bomb site. He gets 3 kills. Really well done. And it has to be an eco now for North. Force by not working out for the last 2 rounds in a row for G2. Winning the half at this point as well. Still a CT-sided map, but North yet to impress beyond Inferno. And a shot from Kenny has to take down Cajun. 4 Glocks this time, so difficult to imagine that even a kill comes in at this point.
One-sided start to a half. Remember, 10-5, 12-3, 13-2 have been our halftime scores.
It's true.
Apex gets the gist.
I think at this point, right, we've seen the double AWP set up a few times with G2 on CT side of Inferno. Has it really worked for them? When they have the double AWP set up, it seems when they're dropping rounds, right? They seem like they can't retake properly. Shoxy will get a little bit too aggressive, trying to make that pick happen. I think everyone knows he's trying to force that now. I think there's the double rifle set up there on the B side. They'll be absolutely fine with that. I was really impressive. I think I was one of the few people who was actually saying that I love this double AWP set up. I think it's fantastic. But for now, it seems like a lot of teams trying to mimic it. They're getting shut down by it, and now it seems like everyone knows how to counter even Shoxy at that B side of the map. So I'd like to see him stick on the single AWP setup for now. It's 9-2, and Shoxy's got the AK, so it's perfect. Lots of money in the bank. He's got the AK-47. He can go for his one-tap, still go for the aggressive stuff, but has a bit more mobility to work with. He's on 12 kills right now. Same story for Apex as well, and Kenny S. So great job all round by those top 3 in terms of the scoreboards on the North side. 8 kills of Config, Majors Boy as well, 6. So at least the big names you want to be at the top of the scoreboard are there. AZ, he's at the bottom 4 for 11, along with the 2 others as well, Cajun and OSL. So back in the round number 12, another buy available, 5 AKs this time. Limited in terms of not having full Molotovs, flashbangs, or even a single HE. HE's not such a huge deal, but not having Molotovs on Inferno certainly is.
He's inching closer. Ooh, smoke out. If he throws that, and MBK realizes how close he is. Yep. Doesn't quite do so, but he doesn't need to as AZ steps down into the crosshair instead. Good response from Cajun B. K down, but Kenny inside of the A site. He's a menace here, a T side post plant. Seems he's the same on the CT side as he gets both. Blasts it out from under Apex. Got Badges Boy. It's MSL that's going to swing around behind him. Bomb grabbed. And a chance to plant it, but only just as that smoke dissolves. Whoa, he's in the open. Okay, I thought it was going away. It's actually not, so he's got time to do it. One on either side of him. He's got to make an absolutely perfect call. Nail Shocks. What a read. Getting above it. He knows exactly now where Body is. As Body jumps up, he's got another read on it. The headshot he's looking for, he can't find, though. Body, everything continues to go G2's way.
Absolutely, Body there. Calm clutch coming out of the apartments. Knew what MSL was. To be fair, MSL has got better and better at these clutch situations as the months go on. He manages to take down Shoxy there in a decent position, knows where the remaining CT is in apartments, but Body comes out, finds it, picks up the AWP as well, and you can see Config, head in his hands. He knows how vital that round was. Sure, they're getting the bomb down, and they got 4th-stage loss bonus, but their money is still poor. 4K per player, not enough for a full buy. Rug up, call for a pause. Let's work out how they operate going forward here. Round number 13. Only a few rounds left. They can't allow themselves to go down 13-2 here against G2. That will spell the end of this grand final. NES back on the AWP, and it seems like they're sticking to the single AWP setup, which I like. This was nuts, man. How did he stay alive for so long? 3 kills, just dancing around this pillar. The 3rd shot was the one that impressed me.
It's so good how he does this every time in the A site. Yeah, but just thinks he's safe because he's not committed as his teammates had.
Yeah.
And he goes hunting for it instead.
So what's the call, Rugger? What have you got? He's the coach of North, if you're not aware. Tech 9s, armor, a little bit of utility. 1 smoke, make it 2, 3, and some flashbangs as well. Difficult to imagine that anything other than a B side of the attack with smokes towards the site. Maybe in front of the bomb site itself. We'll see what they decide to do. As we go into round number 13 now. Closing sectors of the first half. This is our 4th map. North would require the clean sweep after going down 2-0. I don't think it's ever been done before in Counter-Strike in a best of 5. Be a first, and it's not looking promising at the moment. Towards apartments, this is looking quite interesting. It's very slow. Burst out with the couple of flashbangs trying to overwhelm the CTs. This could actually be interesting.
PK, good shot. Swings back. Better shot to find MSL. On 18, still knows he's got to give up Pit because they've walked out from the apartments.
Oh my God.
And he just shows up with a CZ. AWP, even better. Config walks into that bomb down, and it will remain there. I don't think Magistic will even get to it at this point in time.
Oh yeah, an interesting idea. Foiled though by Kenny S. His CZ running on the corner. What was that shot? Made his point now. Might just find MBK. I'm not sure why he'd give up his frag that easily, but still, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. They've got so much money in the bank. It'll be round number 14 next. 3 players do survive. And now another full buy for North. Orb comes out once again for Cajun. He's been very quiet. Map 5 kills, 13 deaths. Kenny S on the other hand, 17. So in terms of the Orb duel, particularly on this map, you can see who's really lining up to score. But you can see the different places, right? You think back and think, what's Cajun B then? Yes, he's got quite a few kills, the AWP, but he doesn't do anything nuts like Kenny S does. Like, he's certainly the combat AWPer who's getting stuck in your face and finding multiple frags at any given time. Cajun B is very good at finding, or maybe he's not. No. Opening pits.
Just keep your mouth shut, Henry.
Yeah.
That thought's gone.
Kenny S, known to have this aggressive stance on the CT side of Inferno. This rips off the head occasionally. It's going from bad to worse now for North. A 5-on-4. Body doesn't even need to push to this position, down towards Logs. But if Shoxy can bait him in, this could be fantastic. Bomb down. Config picks up the AWP. He needs to step up now.
Config with the op is trying to find the angle, but MSL sits right in front of him. Okay, fair enough. Smoke at the bottom of Banana that they'll spray through. They've also gotten Body down to the tree as a result of that smoke, so good position for him to have. AWP still trying to find an option. Slowed the pace considerably, 45 seconds to go.
Indeed, 45 seconds. They still have the majority of their utility, though. Body, though, in a decent position on the sandbags. MSL could walk right into this. This is quite a deadly crossfire. Body, now we baited in. What is that flashback? Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Body flashed in. They all line up for him. This looks like it might be done. G2, every single play they're going for is paying off, and this time it's Body once again, the savior of the team. They already had the advantage, and he gets 3 of them lined up, mows them all down. And North looking dejected at this point. There he is.
Yeah, he's had a phenomenal final. Look at this, too. They're blind. They're like, oh, we'll just walk away somewhere. No, you all just walked in the same position.
Yeah, line up.
Thanks for that. Moth to a flame. It's G2 in full control. 12-2. North haven't won in this organization. They won, obviously, as Dignitas and Epicenter. They may have to wait longer. G2 seems to be that much closer. A DreamHack Tour win. They're putting their foot well in through the door to take season championship for Pro League. NBK through smoke. He got two. He actually found Config as well as Apex, excuse me. Got AZ just beforehand and Magisk with 4 HP.
Yeah.
Bow out, throw it away. Another 13-2 half. This time it's not North that has it. It's their turn to try and play the comeback. Have to back against the wall.
Yeah, good luck, Major Boy. Not really much he can do here. It does come in 13-2 on the fourth map of the grand final. On the CT side of Inferno, looking very confident indeed. KNES continues his amazing form, 18 kills, body not far behind as well. What a few amazing rounds and clutches he had. But I was about to say, Matthew, we might have had an interview, but we actually are going to go to a break before the second half begins. So without further ado, we'll be right back with the second half of Inferno.
It all points to G2. It's not much left in it. Just 3 rounds. That's all they need to wrap up a best of 5 in a 3-1 score and become the champions of Season 5 of the Pro League.
Absolutely, they've looked phenomenal here in the first half of Inferno. Didn't really miss a single beat. 13-2. If they win this pistol, that could spell the end of North's run here in the Pro League. They finished first in the online group stages, but G2, after going down 1-8, might actually be running away with the title now. And it's going to be a fast approach as well. MSL to find the first frag. Can he get more than that? Looks like he can. This is looking very good now from North. 1 kill picked up by Apex, and that might be it, but he does manage to find a second now. The clutch begins, 3-on-2. Smoke down towards CT spawn. Still has the bomb on his back as well. Trying to upgrade to a USP, it seems. He still has a chance to win this one. Do not count him out just yet.
Certainly does, but it would be a long shot. North obviously more desperate for this pistol round, played convincingly as a result. Cajun and AZ start to work in together from Banana. Config still waiting for them to arrive. He's going to go hunting, but AZ hears it, gets ready. Crosshair placement absolutely perfect. So do they have it in them to do one round better. That's all they would need in the comeback from what G2 achieved in the last map. I'm not convinced that they have the same firepower or have had the same firepower in this series.
Time will tell, Matthew. They went for the B rush there, shut down by MSL and co. 13-3 coming in. And a force buy from G2 in the second round. Not going for their standard approach with the AKs and Galils in the third. Body running through fire, it seems, and he'll be greeted with a swift headshot there from Major's boy. It'll be a 5-4 just like that. And Body, that's an interesting decision. You're segregated from your teammates. Yeah, sure, you're trying to get a jump on the enemy, but MBK, he does just that as well. It's going to be MSL, who's stuck in the corner now. Kenny S takes him down, and this is falling apart for North. G2 with 3 kills after losing the first frag. This could be a very convincing round for them. 2 players survive now for North. cajunb and AZ, they probably have to go for the retake here. They can't allow this round to slip away.
And with the score at 13-2 in reverse this time, it's the same start to the half. North won the pistol and put themselves on 14 last game and then struggled to close it after losing the eco. G2 seemed to be the king of ecos. They did this to FaZe even though they lost 6 pistols in a quarterfinal at Star Ladder. They do it again now. It's 2 to go and they've got control.
Good Lord. G2 just rushing in towards Banana. I thought it was done for when Body goes through the fire by himself, segregated from his teammates, he drops, and then the flashbang is just perfect. The CTs didn't fall back. They decided to take the duel. One of them stuck behind the sandbags. He goes down. MSL didn't have time to get back on the bomb site. Found out as well. Then 3 kills coming for G2. Shut it down. And this could be the very end of the grand final. 14-3. It's going to be pistols for North. CZs and a Deagle. AZ has got the scout. Need to find a headshot, my friend. As he looks towards T-spawn, they will be focusing on the banana area. Body with the...
This is actually even worse because G2 is not really known to have the most impressive T side on Inferno. We know North is a decent team on it. Obviously, they themselves had a pretty poor half. That goes without saying. But without the economy, that's exactly what G2 needs to find the rounds that are missing.
They might not even have a chance to show us what they can do on the CT side. That's the problem, right? Losing 13-2, if you find yourself in this situation, you're just force buying, and you have CZs and scouts, you have no choice but to bring these weapons out. You might not want to see how good they are on this map. We know their CT side can be very good indeed. Good flashbang though, might not be over just yet, but Kenny S, not blind at all, manages to find Major's boy and Conflict smoked out. He does manage to push in front of it though, towards the coffins of CZ. Definitely a pistol that can cause some damage at this sort of range. He's got players in front of him, spots Kenny S and gets the dink off as well, but it's Body who's essentially taking down AZ here, pulls out the Glock, finds the kill.
I think they'll find that onto AZ. They may do. Bombs back at the bottom of Banana, and Apex is over toward A, but continue on that direction with Body so deep in the sight. Good clotheslining
Run
shot
away from Config.
Yep.
Get out of there. As soon as you know he's on that side of the map, just get the hell out. Apex now can hold the arch, you can see on the minimap right now. And once the bomb goes down, that's pretty much it. Sure, the CDs can salvage some weaponry at this point, but bomb planted, no kits available, only 1 flashbang as well. I think they know this round might be over, looking very convincing to be a 15-3 scoreline here. Bomb goes in. CTs aren't that far removed from the situation. They are at the arch at this point, but have to be such a fast retake. And with this triangle set up, 2 in the pit, 1 on the side as well. How do you do anything about it? cajunb with the CZ, makes his way to the side. That's 1.
And the headshot, though, is Cajun's blinded. That's going to buy more time, and they don't have a lot to work with. They don't have kits. Flash goes the other way. Config wants to try and tap in, but watch inside. The side good read as he baits him out. Config still giving himself a chance. He's got Apex down as he peeks back out. He's got to go so quickly with no kit. He's onto the pistol. No time for the reload. He's running out of ammo in the pistol as well. And they're running out of chances to pull this back. It's going to be 15-3 championship point for G2.
See the frustration there of Conflict's face as he slammed the desk.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Yeah, right.
We were literally right behind them.
He's a big old boy and held the desk vibrate as he slammed it. 15-3, and that was the chance for Config to make that happen. Had 2 bullets left in his CZ, and we have a...
Tech pause. I wonder if that's because
he slammed his PC. Might have disconnected the monitor.
I would say that's correct, based on the expressions on everyone else's face.
Yeah. Here's the replay. We've got it. I hate to see that. It's good. He's a passionate man. He was indeed. Okay, he did disconnect the monitor. That's kind of funny.
Fair enough. I mean, dish of his own medicine, I guess, perhaps with all the talk he's been laying down, but this is convincing from G2.
I've never seen that before, punching the desk and...
To be fair, I thought maybe he actually hit the monitor, but he actually just rattled the desk, so the cable must have just already been kind of loose.
The cable jumped out of the display port or something like that. That's kind of funny. Well, we can see happy about it, but it is 15-3, championship point now for G2. Yet to win a Premier Tournament. They've won DreamHack Tours and features at plenty of other events, but this will be the first major kind of tournament of series we'll see them win, and it could be the start of something special for the G2 side.
Kenny.
He's holding hands.
Yeah, a little bit. He's just grabbing on. He's getting excited. He always does. He always actually has a little bit of a shake in his hands.
Yeah,
he
right.
plays with so much adrenaline.
It's kind of funny. Well, here we go then. Potentially the last round of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. 15-3. North are just pistols and a UMP clutching at straws, to say the least. It's up to MBK as a T-step to try and find his first pick of banana. Detects MSL might be on the other side.
It's going to go over top of the half wall and bounce back a little ways, but not directly on top of MSL. He takes a significant amount of damage nonetheless. It's down to 74, but it could have been a lot worse. They're getting up there with Predators fans at this point, chanting at Murray last night. The most epic chants I've ever heard toward a rival. He starts the way through for G2 in what could be the round that wins them the championship. Boost up above the smoke on the half wall as well. That'll be re-smoked off. And MBK takes a turn.
Bomb still towards middle, though. This is not the final commitment. They're seeing if MBK can find a frag, but Major Squad didn't see him spot. Oh, that could be it. Okay, 5-on-3 now. They will actually bring the bomb in. MBK and Body cracking open the B sides. At the comping now. Flashes through. Good flash, but Shock takes him down.
Now, goes alone, no one with him. It was a good flash, but had no support, no refrag. G2's all but done. It's Cajun and AZ on pistols, and MBK's already spotted him towards CT. One to go. And there it is. G2 from 1-8 to something absolutely great. They pull this back, and a 3-1 win convincing on Inferno.
Looking great throughout this series. They did drop over past the 3-1. You can see what it means. This project has been in the works for a few months now. The super team they called it when it first started. We've yet to see it really come in. But here they are, winning the ESL Pro League. Commiserations to North. They've had a great tournament that dropped off there slightly in the grand final.
Dropped off indeed, but they made it through and they topped the season. It was a good, consistent year for them. But as you say, a project that's been building 2 months and their first Premier level win. Champions of the Pro League, Season 5, it's G2.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your champions, G2 Esports! Congratulations on a hard-fought victory. You guys came out of the gate swinging, dominating performance. There were some moments there where, you guys were a little shaky, especially in that third map, but then you guys were able to rally it back. How does it feel, though, to be able to take this victory and in the way you did so?
Yeah, everything went the way we wanted, is in the fact that we, SK, were probably the best team in the tournament. We wanted to face North, we took them down, and yeah, I mean, it's just everything we wanted coming into the tournament, so yeah, it's just perfect what happened.
That's right, and Kenny, also just some quick words from you. Obviously, the fans here, everyone cheering you guys on. You were dominating as well. I guess, what were some of the highlights for you, and overall, just how do you feel right now?
It's amazing. I just want to tell everyone that there is no great events without a great crowd, and you were amazingly supportive today with us, so thank you very much.
All right, so last question. What's next for you guys?
Repeating the same performance. I mean, that's pretty much it. We played very good CS. We're going to take some time to relax, enjoy the victory, and then back to practice to the next event. And winning again. That's the only thing we can try to do, so keep on working.
Winning again. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put your hands together for G2 Esports.
Congratulations, G2 Esports. No white flags waved today from the French side. A dominant victory against North. Amidst all that smack talk, they went from last place this season to first place. They win the entire trophy. That is an incredible turn of events in the season.
We've got to evolve with the team, right? We've got to go from the lowest of lows and the highest of highs. It's been fantastic.
The 1 of 8 to hoisting the trophy amidst all the confetti. Yanko, any thoughts?
It's just a great performance from them, finally winning a big tournament, right? We saw them with a great performance in DreamHack Open Tour on home turf, but that was kind of a smaller tournament, not that many teams that could really challenge them. But here, they definitely showed up first in the semifinals against SK Gaming, and now in the grand finals, best of 5 against North.
Does this tournament win now put, we didn't see Astralis here, we didn't see FaZe here. It's not going to dislodge them from first and second in the world, but is this going to put them on notice and say G2 is here to compete?
Definitely with how well prepared they look, right? Like, even this last map that we just saw in Inferno, they were prepared for what North had. They completely ruined their banana control, fighting there, and they've done their homework. And when players are hitting their shots like Kenny S, Body, now definitely a star. He's one of the best anchors in the world, for sure, with that kind of performance. Right. They have players who are hitting their shots, looking hot, and definitely scary. I'm glad
you mentioned Body, because all the talk is going to be Kenny S, the flashy plays, the amount of impact he had. Body quietly had perhaps an equally as dominant series. He went 89 and 63. He had an 86.6 ADR throughout all 4 maps. That's an incredible progression. We talk about the progression of G2 across the season. From where Body was last year, being brought into these teams, just had a necessity to have a 5th player, to where he is now. They must be so pleased with his development.
Yes, and especially from his position, he is not a player, the game of the whole team is not going to be built around him. He is going to be the one who is going to, set Kenny S up, set Apex up, set Shox up. So from that position, to be able to have such a dominating series, both him and MBK, it's a very, very amazing result.
Yeah, and I mean, let's touch on North really quick. I mean, we know they didn't win. They've dropped the ball here again in the finals. Is this a matter of them just not being able to cross the finish line? Is this just running into a better team? Is this perhaps a little bit of that choking, underperforming?
We got to see Config is still definitely a star, right? Like, that guy throughout the whole series, he looked amazing. He was the only one who really was too much of a thorn in the side of G2 in the maps that they were losing. When they were winning, it was another story. We had lots of players show up, and I think that's the issue, right? Making sure that more players are showing up from the North side. To put it in context, early on, they lost a lot of pistol rounds and stuff, and the economy was against them, so when they couldn't get that running, they definitely struggled. They need to find a way out of that hole, I guess.
Is it just a question of finding who's going to be that consistent next player along with Config to go along with him?
It's not just one player. You need to have the whole team perform, not amazingly well, but at least they need to hit some decent level of performance. Here you had, okay, AZ is the obvious one because it's been a number of tournaments now we're in the playoffs. He's just nowhere to be seen. But in this series, it was also Cajun who's been underperforming, and we always regard him as one of the more stable players of the lineup.
Well, we have it ready. We've been waiting the whole tournament to find out who the Pace Safeguard MVP would be. It's ready to be given out down on the stage.
That's right. We do have one champion amongst them all standing out. You guys have come through here, put in a ton of dedication, a ton of work, walking away as champions. Kenny S, you are the PaySafe MVP of the tournament. How do you feel, bud?
Thank you very much. It feels really great. I think the whole team would have deserved it. We had our moment, but I'm really happy to get it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Hands up, round of applause here for Kenny S, PaySafeCard MVP of ESL Pro League season number 5.
Yes, you love that. Kenny is just having a really good time down there. It's so funny watching his player cam when he's playing, when he's doing all the crazy off plays that he does, and he just wipes a little bit of sweat off the brow. Just another day in the office for him.
I mean, you said it in your tweet best. Like when he is on top of his game, it's incredibly frustrating to play against because you do everything right. You try to isolate him with utility, you try to put him in a bad spot, and still he gets all the kills and then basically dismantles your plans. So definitely the danger man for G2.
Yeah, you can do things that will neutralize 99% of the operators in the world, and he's that 1% that's just going to destroy you. But on top of that, this is a full team performance show. We've been alluding to it. These guys prepared into the matches. You've talked about this as a team that has perhaps one of the deepest coaching staff in terms of, Smith as the coach, NKJ as the analyst. Moving forward in other tournaments, they're going to be dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just, as a team, they definitely won this one. Like you said, everybody looked prepared. Everybody knew what their job was. And when people needed to stand up, they did. We even saw towards the end there, Apex and Shox, who didn't have a great series early on, towards the end, they were doing their jobs perfectly. Shox with a lot of banana pressure, Apex anchoring that bomb site. So you can see everybody plays their part, and when they need to step up, they do. And that's the most exciting thing for this roster.
Yes, the champions now as well. Favorite moments from Dallas, boys? We spent about 3 days here. We've had some good times, had some bad times. Favorite memories from the event, Yanko?
Arriving.
Arriving? Yeah, the entire arrival trip? You? Don't even say it.
It wasn't arriving.
Yeah? What is it?
It was the minnow bomb.
The minnow bomb. We did do a minnow bomb last night.
I didn't. I saw it.
I have no idea how you spell or pronounce that. I just know I had a fish in my shot.
Let's bring up some quick highlights. We have some cool things that happened during this grand finals match. We can bring them up so you guys can check them out. Yeah, I mean this is what, the wallbang, I believe it is. Yes, that's the taco. This is actually not even sure what this is. Group stage.
No, this is a highlight package, Jason, of kills through smokes and wallbangs. Like this one right here from AZ is just like, what? Like he didn't even see anybody. Just goes that nice and easy. But this is the thing, right? The players, they know where the rotations are coming in from. Even if it's blind spam from time to time, they definitely know what they're doing. It's not just hoping for the best.
Yeah,
although you do indeed hope for the best.
Always hope.
Well, it's that entire concept where, I mean, at this point where teams are so evenly matched in terms of skill and everything, like, you do need to get lucky.
This was just ridiculous.
And that's on the first gun round, right? Like, how do you...
So demoralizing.
We've tilted Chad.
I mean,
it took all of that long. We finally tilted Chad.
This is a series where Shox is statistically the lowest player on G2. He didn't really even have to do all that much. His team was just playing so well. And I think that's the biggest question mark for G2 moving forwards. Is there going to be consistency in their performance? We all know, I mean, you just look at that team and you see the amount of stars and firepower, and you see them play when they're at their best, and they're a very, very dangerous team. But you could see even in this particular tournament, from day one moving into day two very, very different teams. So if they can keep the level of performance from playoffs, they're definitely going to be one of the main contenders at future tournaments.
What is their next tournament? Is it Cologne? ESL 1 Cologne, I believe? Is
ECS.
ECS finals, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, moving into that, they're obviously going to be very dangerous. Cologne, they'll be dangerous if they're going to be there. And then, obviously, the major is coming up.
They have to do the major qualifier.
Major qualifier, yeah. They have to qualify first. Yeah, that's back to boot camp for the boys, but obviously something's working for them. They've had that rhetoric for so very long about how they're trying to improve, how they're trying to change the way they play. So everything's looking great. What do you see next? I mean, what is the limit for this team? Have we seen the ceiling of where they can get?
Sky is the limit, Jason.
Yes.
There's no limit for this team. I mean, you look at them and the amount of the individual skill they have, they can match any other team in the world. So basically, it's just up to them to work on their team play, work on their map pool, coordination, so that they can, in that department, also match some of the world's best teams like Astralis.
Chad, any final words for the broadcast here in Dallas?
No, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.
All good? Cool. Well,
I don't have anything to say either.
You just had a final point.
But
did you want to add something?
That was like a specific question.
Maybe give him a yeehaw, Yanko.
Yeehaw!
There we go.
Give him a yippee-ki-yay. Finish it up.
No.
That's you. You're the bold one.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is?
Well,
thanks
had to
for
get
that.
one in there.
Back to the hair.
Bruce.
Back to the hair. He's gone for the lowbrow comedy right at the end.
Go for it, Bruce.
Either way, you guys just saw a full week of ESL Pro League action. If you want to one day be playing on these stages in front of this crowd, go through the Mountain Dew League. It is the direct path into the professional divisions of Counter-Strike. Build a team, work your way up through the ranks. We'll see you at the Mountain Dew League finals. That's going to be it for ESL Pro League Season 5. That's it from the Xfinity Analyst Desk. It's been a blast. In the words of Fifth Laren, let's go drink some beer.
For years to
It's actually Donald Duck, I think is his name. Lee, we start out on overpass.